Welcome to another top pick based on originality, condition, and price. Our feature car this morning is a 1968 Chevy Impala Convertible. You're going to really like this car. I found this on Hemmings this morning. My name is Rob Lofarish. You're watching Rob's Top Car Picks. Let's go check this car out. Found this car again on Hemmings. Hemmings has something really cool. I'll take you through it when we look at the ad. They have a best offer format. And it's not like an auction, but you get a chance to see where other folks are putting this car as far as a price value. And I like that format a lot. I visit Hemmings every now and then, and it seems to be a format that makes sense for me because, a lot of times you don't want to commit to an auction with an auction ending date and the pressure that you have. With a best offer format, it gives you a chance to send somebody down there, if you're not local, to put eyes on the car and get a walk around on the car before you commit. So, but this car is a 1968 Chevy Impala convertible, really pretty, a great model year too. Still very high performing car, even though it only has a 307 V8. It's a one family owned car. It's been repainted. He does point out some flaws in the paint work. We'll go through that. He's asking $22,575. His highest offer so far has been $19,000, and it's only one person that made that offer. And there's 222 people watching this car as well, and it's based in New York State. So, a $19,000 offer, he's pretty close to, how it's going to be sold. But this car is a nice one. It's been repainted. However, the seller notes some flaws in the paint, some bubbling in the rear quarters. We'll look at the ad. So you'll need to get under this one a lot. But I really love this model year. I love those three round taillights in the back. I think that's a Chevy USA 1 look if you've ever seen one. And the front end grille and all that is just a pretty car. So let's get into the ad and see if we can tear it apart a little bit. The car, again, this is the format that Hemmings has. It's really cool. It's a make offer format. He's asking $22,575. You get a chance to see how many offers are there. His highest offer is $19,000. At any time, the person that listed this car, he can accept that offer. So sometimes people get tired of having the car listed for some time, and they just they accept the offer and then be gone with it. So he's pretty close to the asking price. And, if somebody, I think, offers $20,000, they may get the car. You never know. A lot of people are looking at the car, 222 people are looking at the car. And there's some nice photographs and things like that as well. These are all done by the seller, but the way this thing is done, basically a template is gives you a lot of good disclosure. Almost as nice as bring a trailer. So anyway, so we talk about the car's got 74,000 miles, but because it's a 5-digit odometer, we always say true mileage unknown. It is possible this could be a 75,000 mile car, but we don't know that until we look at it. He's putting some feature photos here in the car. He says the car has been in the seller's family since new. It was purchased by her brother-in-law, who sold it to her husband, and it stayed with his husband until he passed away a few years ago. So he says the car is mostly in original condition, from the 307 V8 to the black interior and black vinyl top, while also wearing a respray of the original ash gold color, which is a nice looking color. My husband was a car buff and kept the car garage in good condition from the day he bought it. And I believe that as well. There's the engine bay and such. So let's see. He talks about the engine rated at 200 horsepower. All right, so we got to look at each photo individually. So let's do that. Let's start with let's see if the photo gallery helps. There it is. So there's the exterior of the car. Looks really nice. Now, she mentions that there's some pitting and some bubbling in the quarters, but you can't see that in the photo. Nice bright work, nice paint work. Looks very glossy, sitting on white wall tires. There's a little indicator lights that they had in 1968. That was all new. The ignition key was still on the dashboard. They didn't have it on the interlock system on the, on the steering column yet. So there's the rear bumper. Looks nice. The trunk fits very well. Looks like the sheet metal is original because everything's lining up nicely. So I doubt this car was taken apart at any given time. Again, there's the rear taillight indicator, the side markers that they had that year, the door seams and all that looks to be very nice. Sometimes there's a lot of rust in these cars when they're not in garage, but this car doesn't give me that appearance of having rust. There might be some Bondo in the back rear quarter panel. It just gives me that feeling that there might have been some Bondo here on the lower sills and things like that. So that you have to dive into when you look at the car, especially the front fender here. there might be some previous damage here or rust that was repaired. So how well that rust was repaired, you don't know until you really see the car. But there's something here at the bottom that might be suspicious. This side looks a little better. So, but again, the cars, they do rust. Even if they're in the garage, they can rust if you don't put a vapor barrier between the car and the concrete floor. A trick that I use is always, you can buy felt paper for roofing at Home Depot. You lay down a 60 weight felt paper on the floor in the garage, and that keeps the moisture barrier away from the undercarriage of the car, because the concrete gets cold and the concrete gets sweaty, and that's how you get rust. And that can get right into the engine bay, and also the trunk area, especially have a trunk mat on the car. So, but the grill work looks nice. Everything looks original. He's got the little bumperettes, which is really pretty. So again, the hood lines up nicely. There's the wheel arch here. It's possible this car, yeah, I'm thinking this car has a lot of body plastic on it here on the wheel arch here. This is the rear of the car that I pointed out before. So that's looking like there is Bondo in the right rear of the car. So something to think about when you go look at the car. But use that as negotiations, when you go through the car and talk it through. Looks like the original hood roof on this car. The window here, I believe, was a glass window. That looks really nice. They're not too expensive to replace, but I'd buy this car and just drive it the way it is. I wouldn't get too picky with it. I would just enjoy it as it is, and just enjoy the opening motoring of the car. Let's see the interior. The interior has the original steering wheel, nice gauges here. Original AM radio. There's your ignition key on the dashboard. This was the last year that you'd see that. It looks like, is there air conditioning? No, there's no air conditioning on the car, so it's just, wasn't common to see air conditioning in convertibles. The trunk mat looks really nice. I mean, that looks very well presented. Looks like the original rubber mat that's there. The splatter paint looks original. It might be something going on in the quarter panels again. That could be patchwork right there on the left hand side as well. And looks like somebody sprayed something here where the area is. There might have been a little rust here where the trunk opens up, and somebody touched that up with spray paint just so the rust wouldn't get worse. So, but yeah, I'm being overly picky. But you have to be, a $22,000 car. Somebody offered 19. After going through this car with you right now, I'm thinking that 19 is a really good buy based on what I'm seeing on the body ways. But yeah, really nice car. I like it a lot. I think it's definitely worth 19,000. But again, I would get into the undercarriage and that previous work that was done on the car, just to make sure that there's not 2 inches worth of Bondo back there that would just end up cracking and falling off in about 5 years time. So, but that wraps up this top pick for today. If you like this car a lot, please visit our Facebook page. The Facebook page can be found right here on our YouTube channel. If you go right on the YouTube channel, there is that link for Facebook. I'll take you to there. Right there, you hit that link, and that will take you to our Facebook page. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe and share with friends that love cars. Thank you all for your support. We appreciate that. This page is growing really nice, and looking forward to post more and more cars today before company comes on Easter Sunday. So enjoy your day today, folks. Get outside, get some fresh air. It's a beautiful day, and enjoy. Thanks a lot.